Hi, welcome to Kika. This is Michelangelo Barques, and I'm your host. Now, instead of giving you a lesson, I'm just going to recap some of the things that we went over in my video logs. And so, should you want to check them out, you can. At least this gives you a brief description. Because I did a lot of things for 2019, as well a lot of things for 2018, as well as a lot of things for 2017. I know I haven't been on air as much, but when I have been on air, I normally take maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 7 shows at a time. Because I know, I know life is going to get in the way and yada, yada, yada. So some of the things that I worked on that you can check out for yourself under Kika Tips, and the name of the theme or song is we did Star Trek. I kid you not, we did Star Trek. It was a fun melody, and I actually had fun figuring it out because Star Trek starts off with a da 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 da. It's very ominous, and one thing about Star Trek is if you don't listen to the melody at all, like for me, I used to listen to it when I used to watch the show, but for me to show it to you, I really had to listen to it, and it was, bygone it was a hard one. It was a hard melody, but I got it, and I gave it to you. So it's under Kika Tips, Star Trek. Another melody that was kind of hard to do was Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Under Kika Tips, Beetlejuice. That was a great one. One, because I love the show. I love Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, and I just love the different adventures that I think the Mason, or I don't remember their name. I just remember Beetlejuice. They go through, like how they went to the halls of dead souls, like how they went to the social worker's place, and then how their main social worker met them at their newly renovated house. And then she said, "Your ghost, you get them out of she said, "Your ghost, you get them out of your way, so, something like that." I can remember lines, but just some lines leaves and escapes the other way. Another one, which I'm glad to say, is under Kika Tips, Superman theme. Now this was a theme that was awesome, and I actually had fun showing this because the dun 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 dun. It was just exciting, and whenever I would play it, it just brought me back to that little 5-year-old me, to where I would picture myself watching Superman, and then watching all of the letterings climb out. Yeah. Or how Clark Kent was racing against a train, and he's like running, and then he sees that there's going to be a path that's going to cut him off. So he's running as fast as he can, and then he jumps over the train, and you literally hear that. Ah, yes. That's why I love themes. Themes not only bring you back to memories of happier times, but themes also brings you to a place to where maybe you were a kid, or how's this for a theme? Kika tips, super friends. Ah, I swear to God, I would wake up Saturday morning, maybe about 6:30, get my little bowl of Frosted Flakes or Apple Jacks, and with my little legs running to the TV, turning on the TV, and just eating the cereal with no milk. I'm that kind of a kid. I did not like milk, so no milk. But I enjoy the Super Friend. Bom, 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 da-da-da. Yeah, Super Friends was awesome. Or also, another theme. I did a lot of themes. Another theme was Tales of the Crypt. I enjoyed this show during the 80s. And as you know, I'm an 80s kid. So anything related to the 80s, I'm going to enjoy it. And I have to say, I enjoy almost all of their shows. From the one where I don't remember. But trust me, I enjoy their shows. And like the girl or the guy, she's going there for an audition, and it turns out that the audition place is in a mental asylum, and she's next on the menu. Or the one where the character, not in the Tales of the Crypt, but in the Warriors, Ajax, he's there to steal some kind of ruby. You know, it's ruby or diamond. So they're like in some kind of Colombia or some exotic location. And so he meets this one guy, and they get talking, and then there's a revolution going on. And so to make the long story short, Ajax, not his character name in the Tales of the Crypt, it's just how I remember him from the Warriors. Ajax goes ahead and steals the jewelry. And as he's running away, he meets up with some people. Now, unbeknown to him, the people are going to decapitate him because he has red hair. Freaky, I know. Freaky indeed. But besides themes, we also did a lot of other things. Things, not themes. Things. We did a lot of other things. For example, one of my latest ones, I talked about the Eddie Van Halen techniques. Now, it was good for me to finally listen to some Eddie Van Halen and to appreciate what he did for the metal community. Now, I know he's not technically metal, but that was when metal was in its infancy. And he's the one that put in all of the effects on the guitar. Now, I know Jimi Hendrix had some effects, but they weren't heavy echo or heavy delay. And that is one thing that Eddie Van Halen did. Another thing that he did was he also tuned his guitar to E flat, which at the time was unheard of. Though thankfully the lesson was all based on E, or standard tuning. But also I did a lesson on Yngwie techniques, Vinnie Moore techniques, And stay tuned for more episodes. I'm going to be doing a dime bag Darrow techniques. I'm going to be doing a Paul Gilbert technique. I'm going to be doing a Jason Becker technique, a Marty Freeman technique. So stay tuned and keep watching the show. And while you're at it, subscribe to the show. Subscribe and click that little bell thing, so when I upload my videos, you get it right away. Well, some other things that I taught on here was like the string skipping arpeggios. Wow, yeah, that was neat, because I've actually been working with the string skipping arpeggios for a while. I would say since the latter part of the 90s. And yeah, it was a technique that it wasn't easy to do, but at the same time, it wasn't hard to do. It wasn't easy to do because I didn't know how you would string skip an arpeggio. Now I know string skipping modes. I knew that since the 80s. And I knew about the string skipping, or not string skipping, but you know, just your modes, to generalized modes, since the 80s. But I didn't know how to string skip your arpeggios. So when I finally figured that out, then blow me down. It was a fantastic ordeal. Oh, not only string skipping arpeggios, but my version take on the petty tones. Now that was unique, because I knew the basic petty tones from Yngwie. I knew his version, but at the time I was just thinking, I think this lick was written sometime last year or this year. I was just thinking there's gotta be another way for me to do these petty tones. And I did. And I'm so happy to say that I was able to share it with you folks. Because as I said, you guys are my ticket to the future. And when I'm at a point where, knock on wood, you guys are going to be the ones playing on stage. You guys are going to be the ones doing all those fancy moves and Yngwie's kicks and whatnot. You guys are going to be my ticket into the future. Yeah. We had a lot of great times on this show. Don't forget about the 80s, where I showed Mental Health. I don't remember some of the songs. But if you look under Kika tips, 80s music, you'll see it. And when you click on the link, you'll see my list of Mental Health, something, 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 and then Looks at Kill. Yeah. Well, my time is running out. I'm at 14 and 19 seconds. But I hope this was an awesome, brief description of the things that are coming up and things that are going to come up in the next few episodes. Stay tuned. We got 80s again, 80s rock, 80s metal. We got more themes. And I tell you, we got more themes. I have almost 2,000 movies. That's right, 2,000 movies. And all I do is when I'm at home is I just stay home and I watch movies after movies. You can ask my dad. He'll vouch for me because I'm a movie nut. I'm a movie nut hardcore. I love movies. And I'm always looking out for that theme that catches my attention. Because, you know, sometimes when I watch a movie, maybe if I watch it maybe once or twice, the thing doesn't grab me. Because, you know, I don't know why it doesn't grab me, but it just doesn't grab me. You know, but maybe by the 6th or 8th time, then I'm like, oh, that's a great theme. And then, you know, I'll figure it out and then I'll show it to you guys. Oh, and you guys have to write me also about all these awesome themes. Like how I had Robert Voigt, who asked me to play the Jason theme or Friday the 13th theme. Yes. And a few others who asked me to figure out some themes. And then I also did themes on my own, like when I did the Changeling, when I did the Fog, Kika Tips, the Fog, and Kika Tips, the Changeling, Kika Tips, Phantasm. There's just so many things that I talked about. Now, mostly all of my shows are maybe between 5 to 10 minutes. So just think, 5 to 10 minute show, and how I'm getting all of this stuff out. Yeah, it's incredible. And now, here I am just talking to you, not even having Socrates with me. See? That's Socrates. He's not with me. He's not even on me. And, you know, just think what I can do with him in my arms. Well, anyway, this is Michelangelo. If you want to write me here. I get my notification all the time. It's like bam, bam, bam. Or if you want to email me, you can email me at SocratesBestFriend@yahoo.com. That's SOCRATES bestfriend@yahoo.com. This is Michelangelo here, and I want to see your name in lights.